Hey guys, MCU Collector here with another figure review. Next up is the Jada Toys Ultra Street Fighter 2, the Final Challengers, the Target exclusive Player 2 version of Guile in his blue. Now everyone is saying that they want to pick this one up because it reminds them of Jean-Claude Van Damme from the live action Street Fighter movie that came out in the 90s. And yeah, he wore blue in that and it was pretty awesome. But not only that, it's just a really cool looking figure. Like, we got the standard Guile release, which was in all green, which I have right here. I think that was like my last Street Fighter review before, WonderCon, exclusive Fei Long. So the green is cool for sure. It's an awesome figure, but something about the blue just looks really damn good. So I love it. Big shout out and thank you to Jada Toys June. He actually sent this over along with Blanca so I can review for you guys. They actually did have some of these available at WonderCon, but they sold out on that first day on Friday. But guess what? They've already started to hit Target stores on the West Coast. Southern California and Northern California has already started to receive the blue Guile. It comes in, I think, like 2 per case, and then it comes with another red Chun-Li that is also a Target exclusive. So you should be able to find these in your local Target that currently sells Jada Toys Street Fighter. Remember, not all Target stores sell the Street Fighter figures, only certain ones. So if you know your store does sell them, be on the lookout. Blue Guile should be hitting pretty soon. I don't have a DPCI. It's going to be the same assortment one that, all the other Jada Toys Street Fighter figures have been coming in. I don't think Red Chun-Li had ever become available online, so it's probably going to be the same situation with Blue Guile there. So you'll just have to kind of look out in your local stores if they're going to have it. For those of you guys in Canada, I believe GameStop has already started to receive the Blue Guile as well. So he should be pretty easy to get your hands on. And again, I just think he looks pretty awesome. I love the way it looks. Love the blue. So let's go ahead and check it out. So you can see Guile there. You got his game sprite there wearing the blue. Here on the side, you can see country of origin is the USA. His fighting style is martial arts and professional wrestling. There he is on the back of the box. Is that the same pose they got him? Nope. So this is a different pose. There. So Blue Guile, Player 2, Target exclusive. Let's go ahead and open it up. Let's take a look. Okay, so here is Guile out of the package, and yeah, here's the thing. Jada Toys makes awesome action figures in 1/12 scale. They just do. I'm trying to think with all the Street Fighter figures, and I've got them all. There's not a single bad one. Like, that's the thing. These action figures are just really good. I know I'm like, the Street Fighter glaze, the Jada Toy Street Fighter glaze is crazy right now. But, in all honesty, they just make really good action figures. And Guile is no exception. Now, in the wave that Guile, the regular Player 1 version came out, it had DJ, Cammy, and Guile. I actually liked, obviously Cammy was going to be the best one, but I actually like DJ over Guile. And that's not to say that Guile's a bad figure in any way, but there was something about the DJ figure that just seemed a little bit more fun to me. Guile's shoulders, in my opinion, are a little too large, and it just kind of depends on the looks that you have at Guile. Sometimes his shoulders just look massive. Sometimes they don't look as big. So it's just a stylistic choice. It's not my favorite, but it is what it is. The figure itself is still really good, and I really like the Player 2 colors, the blue camo. It just looks really, really nice. So let's go ahead and get in for a closer look at the Guile figure, his accessories, and we'll compare him to Player 1, and we'll take a look at all the Player 2 figures that we've gotten so far in the Jada Toys Street Fighter line. Okay, so here I have him, when he's combing his hair, I think when he wins, sometimes he does it, or whatever the case may be. But that's what we got here. So you got the extra set of hands. So you got the comb holding hand, and then you kind of got this open hand right there to kind of, as he's pulling his hair back while he's brushing it. Out of the package, he actually has the fists on, so those are the extra hands there. We get 2 head sculpts, just like with the Player 1 version, so we kind of get the more angry version with his teeth showing, as you can see there. He has his metal chain with his dog tags in there, and that's a real metal chain, which is awesome. So focus back in there. He's got the comb. He's got his sonic boom effect pieces, same exact one that we got with the Player 1 version, and then of course we get his stand piece there for the sonic boom. So again, this figure is essentially the same exact figure that we got in the Player 1 version. It's just Player 2 colors, and that's what all of them have been, with the exception of the Player 2 Ken version. That ended up being exclusive to Entertainment Earth and was like $2 more and did come with an extra accessory. So that's kind of the random one-off one, whereas the other Player 2 versions were essentially the same exact thing, same accessories, just different colors. Chun-Li had a San Diego Comic-Con version that was a deluxe, so that had more stuff. And then the Fei Long was the WonderCon and Jada Next Level exclusive, which had a couple more accessories, so it was a deluxe version. But other than that, the standard release ones that were exclusive to like Target, or where else were they exclusive to? Well, Player 2 Ryu was Paul Mart Store exclusive, and Bison Player 2 was Big Bad Toy Store. Red Chun-Li was Target. And now Blue Guile is back to Target. Now that Walmart is actually starting to sell Jada Toys Street Fighter figures, maybe they will get exclusive. We shall see. And I know that they've been getting Wave 1 in again. And then the price has gone up on the Jada Toys Street Fighter figures, unfortunately. So standard releases are going to be $29.99, but Walmart's, I've seen some people find it at Street Fighter figures for $30 at Walmart. I saw one $31.44, which is a really odd, weird price, but that's how much they were in the store. But they're starting to get Series 1 or Wave 1 in again. But it's just, your best bet is to just like buy them online. You know, go to the store for like the Target exclusives when you gotta get them. But, you know, I'll have links in the video description below. I think Big Bad Toy Store just got Fei Long in again, but like the regular Player 1 Guile is still in stock. So you want to kind of look around and kind of do those things to kind of get the best price that you could find on these. But here is Guile and his blue camo. When you compare it to like Player 1 version, the camo seems like a lot more, and I don't know if that's gonna actually be the case. Well, the camo pattern's actually the exact same, and it looks like there's less camo on the blue version because I think the blues just end up fitting in so much better, like with the pants and everything. But the camo, like, it's all the same deco hits. The camos, all the colors are there, just you know, they're opposite colors. You know, there's a white, there's a brown, there's a blue, and a dark blue in there, whereas the green is kind of all the same. And then you can see his boots are brown and are black and brown as opposed to green and brown there. But other than that, the figures are going to be the exact same in there. So here we go. So looking at that, you got the American flag tattoo on the shoulders, and those came out clean. The chain, again, dog tag is really cool on there, and then we could swap out the heads very easily, as you could see. And then you got like the angry head sculpt there, which is good. So yeah, so that is the Guile figure, it just in blue. So green, cool, classic, but blue just looks so much better. So let's go ahead and take a look at how his articulation is. Okay, so Guile's articulation, he can look all the way up, which is great. He can look down that much there, which is, oh, he can look all the way down there, which is great. You get full rotation in that head, and you get some really good pivot going on in that neck. The shoulder, you can get the arm to go straight on out like so. You get a full rotation in there. You got a butterfly joint that can get the arm to go back, and then you can get it forward to give you some crossbody there. And the butterfly joint works really nice because, as you can see, the strap of his tank top there, it just fits in perfectly with the butterfly, so that is really cool. You got the upper bicep swivel. Whoops, stop moving that shoulder. Upper bicep swivel in there. Double jointed elbow gives you that much bend there. Wrist swivel, and they do hinge. Standard horizontal hinge on all of the hands. All of the hands have the standard horizontal hinge. Here we got the diaphragm cut and a ball joint waist. So just the upper torso. You can tilt a little bit to the left. You can tilt to the right as well. And then you can lean back just a tad there, and then coming forward, you got a little bit in there. When we want to work it with the ball joint waist, in total, you can crunch forward that much. That's an insane amount. If only Hasbro could figure out how to make this system setup work, because that is fantastic there. Going back, as you can see there, really, really good. And then you can even tilt with that waist, so then total tilt to the left is crazy. Total tilt to the right there, really good. Just Jada Toys has it figured out, man. They just move so nicely. You could swivel at that waist, but it is a little tight when it comes to the hip area. But you could also, oh, you know what? I guess Guile cannot turn at that upper diaphragm, so you can't get it at the waist. And because the waist is, you know, a softer plastic, you can just kind of force that swivel in there, so that is good. Legs go out that far apart, really, really good. You can kick forward that far, which is good, and the leg goes back a little ways there. You got the upper thigh cut in there, double jointed knee. Gives you that much bend there at the knee, quite nice. And then you have the boot swivel in there, foot hinges down all the way. You get some good hinge up, ankle pivot, peg holes at the bottom of the feet over by the toes. So really, really good articulation. And again, that's the standard when it comes to Jada Toys. So that's the expectation, that you are going to get really good articulation out of their figures. This one is no exception. But again, this is player 2. So if you had player 1, you probably already knew that, right? I think so. Okay, so here is a full-on side-by-side comparison so you can see the two, and you can kind of judge for yourself. Which one do you think looks better, the classic green or the player 2 blue? To me, the player 2 blue just looks so much cooler, and it's not... Like, the green makes more sense than the blue. It's just the blue just looks cooler in toy form, in my opinion. But I'm curious to know what you guys think of the two. You know, which one is kind of your favorite. I know I've seen comments of people saying that they don't typically get the player 2 stuff because they got the player 1 one. You don't need the player 2. You can play as player 1. But they're picking up Guile because the player 2 blue just looks so much better. So I'm curious to know where you guys kind of fall in that. And looking at the two side by side, I don't know how much is kind of coming through on video, but the skin tone seems slightly different. Looks like the regular player 1 version has a little bit more of a tan than the player 2 version, and then the chest seems to be a little bit more matte in color than the player 1 version. But the shading seems to be about the same. Sometimes the shading can look a little bit darker in some areas versus others. But basically, it's pretty much the same. So it just, again, looks a little bit more pale on the blue, but nothing too bad. But you guys, again, tell me which one you like more. Okay, so here is our new Player 2 version. So both of these figures, again, were available at WonderCon. Blue Guile sold out Friday, the first day of the convention. Whereas Fei Long, as far as I know, he was available throughout the entire thing. I don't know if they sold out on Sunday or not. I believe it's still available on Jada Next Level. I'll have a link in the video description below if it still is. But that is the Player 2 Fei Long. Again, just kind of the most recent of the Player 2s. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 other Player 2 versions, 2 of which are actually both Chun-Li. We had the Target exclusive red, so you got Guile and Chun-Li, which are both exclusive to Target. And if you missed out on the red Chun-Li in the past, she is showing up again in those cases with 2 blue Guile, 1 red Chun-Li. There was also the San Diego Comic-Con Chun-Li in pink, along with that kind of that deluxe pack. Big Bad Toy Store's 25th anniversary. They got the Player 2 M. Bison, as you can see here, and that is awesome looking, very bright colorway there. And then the first Player 2 version we got was Ryu, and that is exclusive to Paul Mart Store. Link in the video description below. He is still available through Paul Mart Store. And then Ken, which is, again, kind of the different Player 2 version because he was a couple bucks more and he actually had one additional accessory that the regular release did not have. You have Ken in the white gi, which is exclusive to Entertainment Earth. So there are all the Player 2 versions of the Jada Toys Street Fighter. I am all in on this line just because Jada Toys is just making some fantastic action figures, and I can't wait to see what they do in the future, not only in terms of giving us additional Street Fighter characters. I have Sagat and Blanca, and if the release schedule is working the way I hope to do, I hope to have a Marvel Legends review available at midnight and then a Street Fighter figure at noon. So if everything's working out right, Sunday afternoon is when this Blue Guile video will be going live, and then Blanca hopefully Monday afternoon and Sagat Tuesday afternoon, and then each at midnight a new Marvel Legends review is going to be up. But look at all the Player 2 Jada Toys Street Fighter figures. I'm all in on the line. Are you guys all in? Which Player 2 figures have you gotten? Are you getting them all? Are you being selective? Let me know which ones you've got. So here we have the sonic boom effect, and it's a good one. I would like to see like the flash kick that he does. It's like I think he yells somersault like when he does the kick. If they did some kind of effect piece that would attach to his legs or something to kind of give it that flash look, that would be pretty awesome. Maybe that's like a future deluxe release if Guile happens to get another Player 2 version. I don't know that he needs them. A Toy Kind of Mood did an interview with June at WonderCon, and June kind of talks about how they balance between new characters and repaints for Player 2 versions and deluxes and things like that. And it's interesting. They just have to kind of balance it and make the decisions where it makes sense and whatnot. So while we don't have that, will we see that in the future? Maybe. I don't know what other colors there are in terms of like Player 2 for Guile of what people would want to see, but you guys let me know down in the comments below if we got another version, like maybe say a deluxe version, and it came with like the flash kick, you know, effect piece. What colorway would you like to see for Guile? Okay, so that is the review of the Target exclusive Player 2 Guile. I know it looks weird what I got Guile going on here, but like it made sense more in my head. But this is him like getting set up for the knee bazooka where he had his kind of that knee strike. Obviously, I didn't really get him up high enough. I don't really have like a flight stand, so I just kind of used the effect stand and kind of wedged it in there to kind of get it to do something. But you know, Guile's going to be going on the attack with that knee strike. But you know, I kind of went for it there. But I'm having a lot of fun with the blue Guile. I just think he looks so much better than the green, which is kind of weird because it's the same figure, just in blue, but I just think it looks so much better. But you guys let me know down in the comments below. What do you think? Does it remind you of Jean-Claude Van Damme from the movie, the live-action Street Fighter movie? Which one do you prefer, blue or green? Have you found it in your local Target yet? Again, my buddy Spawn XD, he actually found it the other day. I'm not sure exactly where he found it, but we are in Northern California. So there's that. And then I know Southern California has already started to find it as well. So, you know, be on the lookout. Bay Area, I think it's also hit out there. So, you know, keep your eye out. But you guys let me know down in the comments below. Is it one that you're looking to pick up? Did you grab it at WonderCon? Give me all your guys' thoughts and comments down below. If you guys like this video, please do me a favor. Hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you haven't already done so. And as always, thank you for watching.